Anyone that grew up in the southeastern areas of the United States has most likely gone to a football game or two. Throughout my own personal playing career and attending games myself, one thing is for certain: people love their high school football. The Friday night lights have become synonymous with the culture of Texas. With their $1 million stadiums and nationwide TV covers, it's easy to see why. However, over the recent years, we have seen high school football around the nation receive more attention due to outlets such as HUDL and MAXPREPS, and just, through a lot of visibility through social media. Through this visibility, the world has begun to see that this ravenous love for high school level football isn't solely held in the South. Today, I'm going to look at what makes high school football so captivating throughout the United States and why many people prefer it even over college or even the NFL. I feel that there's three main factors that hold the key to why high school football is so popular amongst the South. Now, these three factors would have to be community, the diverse competition and play styles, and of course the sportsmanship. Now, beginning with community, it's easy to see why local towns are so ravenous about their high school football teams. Every Friday in the fall, people of the community come to see brothers, sisters, cousins, or dear friends perform their respective tasks on Fridays. Whether that be cheerleading, band, or the actual football players themselves, there's a lot of communal factors baked into high school football as it is. However, the sense of community isn't limited to just the local fans and their ties to individuals performing on Fridays. Everyone in the town, non-related, non-school related, older adults, they all find their way to the game on Friday nights. They support their local high school as if they support in their actual community. This is not just a football game to them. It is a show of what the community means to them. All age groups, all demographics, no matter if you're a football fan or not, you're going to find your way into those bleachers on Friday nights. As I go on to the next factor, we get a deeper look at what football purists really care for, and that would be a diverse competition and the diverse play styles that are offered at the high school level. You see, at the high school level, there's an interesting mix of athleticism, physicality, and competition. This means that you're not going to see the typical size defensive end or the typical size quarterback or even the typical size offensive lineman. In high school, these teams can't necessarily draft or scout or try to trade for a certain player or fill a certain need they need on the team. And I know obviously things are a little different concerning city schools as they can offer and scout, but this gets into a little more of the nitty-gritty of high school football, but I digress. The core point being that this allows for extremely interesting competition styles. You can have a 6'9" defensive end that's committed to Auburn, and on the other side of him, there's another 5'10" defensive end that's committed to ITT Technical Institute. Now, this is an interesting dichotomy of body sizes and physical talent, and it forces coaches to get very inventive and creative with their schemes on both sides of the ball. This is the reason why you see a lot of cool trick plays and different option styles. This variety of different offensive and defensive schemes makes every single game on Friday night that much more unique. Instead of an NFL game where mostly they're going to be different variants of pro style or West Coast or spread offenses going against defenses that are tailor-made to stop those, you get wing tees and triple options and spreads and true spreads and RPOs and very diverse schemes that really change the dynamics of the game and add another level of suspense to Friday nights. Onto the final factor, we have sportsmanship of the game. Now, it can be argued that, college football holds the same factor, but with the different deals and the business-like environment and all the factors that really go into these individuals wanting to make it to that next level, a lot of people argue that the true competition and the sportsmanship has been lost from college football. Now, at the high school level, it's extremely unique in the fact that these are kids. So the rules in place by the local high school officials and the athletic department often coincide with that factor. What you're going to see at the high school level are extremely stringent rules on excessive celebrations, excessive hitting, and targeting, and any other factors that take away from the game or that the athletic department deems takes away from the game. Now, for some people's opinions, you see that these people think that this makes the game a lot more pure, taking out celebrations and a lot of the distractions and the multiple things that kind of go into the game, right? And in my personal opinion, I'm not going to touch on the whole celebration thing because in my personal opinion, like I said, it's a game. I think these people should be expressing, these young men should be expressing themselves, and especially with all the hard work they've done, it's very interesting that they get penalized for that. But regardless, this is one of the factors of the reason why people love it so much. It's that purity. It's that, that homegrown, everyone's here to really put their work on the line and just show up and show out for the whole community. Now, the most important thing, and I guess the most important sign of this sportsmanship, would be the end of the game. At the end of every high school game, whether you won, whether you lost, whether you got 21 skunked, no matter what, you shake your opponent's hand. Now, this handshake is a symbol, right? It's a symbol of the respect between these fellow scholastic athletes, right? You know, the hard work and the sacrifices they've put into while also attending school and keeping their grades at a certain level and committing themselves to something that's far greater than what they are. There has to be a mutual understanding and respect between that. And at the high school level, it's one that's so great that it sticks with you for the rest of your life. In conclusion, I understand this video is rather short and doesn't really detail, you know, what really makes every single aspect so great about high school football. This video was more of a kind of a look back, you know. A lot of people have been, a lot of my buddies, we've been reminiscing about the high school level and the things we did out there, and we always kind of go back and say, like, why was it so intense? Why did we love it so much? Even being on the sidelines and watching, you know, I was a defensive guy, so I was always happy to watch the offense and just that level of, you know, really being in tune with the game that's been lost with the college level, and especially at the NFL level. If you ask a lot of people, it really is just a different game, and the life lessons that you learn and the camaraderie and the availability to be a part of a team and something that's greater than you is really something that sticks with you for the rest of your life. And I think that all these sacrifices that these young men commit, and, you know, all the extra time that could be put into, you know, the actual schoolwork, it really is kind of it tells the tale of why someone would want to be a part of something so greater. And, you know, that results into one of the most important Southern traditions in the United States, Friday Night Lights. Thank you.